Hey guys, it's Terry with Good Dog Coaching and Pet Care. Here with Chief today, and you can see Samson over there in place. And I'm just going to work with Chief on some grooming. We've been working on this a little bit, not a whole lot, but just wanted to show you how you introduce new tools and things to a dog. Brushing a lot of times is something that dogs don't initially like. But using food, you know, you can make a positive association. You know, hopefully you saw the video with the doing some target training with him where he touched it and then he gets a piece of food. So he's already associating a new item with touching it with his nose and then getting a piece of food. And this just makes it, again, he learns that these new items equal food. So it's fun for him. And so initially when your goal is not to brush the whole dog initially, although I've brushed him before, so he's kind of used to it at this point. But it's literally, let him sniff it, give him a piece of food, let him sniff it, give him a piece of food, whatever it might be, the brush or clippers or whatever. And then, just kind of even laying it on the dog, giving him a piece of food. So you work up to where, you actually do one little swipe and you give him a piece of food. When you do it, you say good, give him a piece of food. Just like everything else we've been doing, we mark it with good, and give him a piece of food. So at this point, he's doing really well with being brushed, which is really great for him because he is nervous around a lot of new things. And so grooming is really important, being able to touch him and handle him. As you can see, he's pretty comfortable with it at this point. Really even with or without the food. But, hey, the food is just an added plus for him, keeps him occupied. He does shed, so this is a good way to remove, loose hair. This is a little, can't remember what you call this, but it's the real fine needles. It's good for taking out the loose hairs. So, good boy. And keeping your talking to him at a minimal, because that can have a tendency to get them too excited, but you can tell them good boy every once in a while. All right, look at that. Plus this is also a good bonding experience. Good. Any new areas that you might brush that your dog might not be used to, only do a tiny bit before you reward him, right? Good. Good boy. Look at that. Good boy. This is huge for him because originally he did not like being handled or touched anywhere around his neck, head and neck area. So to be able to, do all this that I'm doing right now is really great. He's really come a long way. Look at that. Good boy. That's a good boy. Good boy. I imagine it probably feels pretty good once they get used to it too, right? Good. And then the dreaded clippers, right? Starting young with your dog, with a puppy is awesome. That's really the best way, but I know a lot of people adopt dogs that aren't puppies. You can do the same thing. You're not going right in for the clip the first time, or even maybe the second time. You're just literally good. Letting them sniff it. They touch it with their nose. You tell them good. You give them a piece of food. Touch their foot. And we've already been through this with him. So, good boy. What? Good. So I'm just pretending like there's a sound that it makes, right? Good. I'm not even trying to clip it. I'm just trying to, have it near his toenails, right? And then as he gets more comfortable, good. When he hears the word good, he gets excited because he knows there's food coming. Good. Good job, buddy. So just even being able to hold their feet, good. That's a big thing. Good. Good. Give me that foot. Good. Right? Good. Woo! Well, don't. He ate the toenail. You silly boy. So it's a process. It takes, a lot of patience. And keep in mind, I've already been working with him, so a little bit. So, if you've got a grown dog already, you can also do this where you lay a few out and they're distracted while they're, you can sprinkle a few, and while they're doing that, you can get in there and clip a nail. Good. And they learn, that it doesn't hurt. I mean, I'll say this, it's probably not comfortable because it does squeeze. You want to make sure these are really sharp, because if they're not, they squeeze the nail, and that's not probably very comfortable. But and I always like to just do kind of like take a little off at a time, so it's not a big deal. Hey, come here. Down. Good. Good. So, just take your time. Good. And you'll get there. Good. Right? If you go too fast, they get nervous. Good boy. What's that feel like, huh? Look at that face. Good. All right, so just thought I'd show you that. Take your time, lots of patience. Again, in the beginning, you won't be brushing like I'm brushing him. It'll be just touching the dog, and then initially one little swipe. Good, and food. Okay? But you'll be able to build up to what you see here. Because trust me, I'm getting a little feisty now, huh? Good. 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 So that's it. Just wanted to share that with you. Brushing is a great thing that you can do with your dog, that once they aren't afraid of it, they really enjoy it typically. So it's a great bonding experience. All right? So have a great day, y'all. See you next time.